Hello and good morning. If you're growing pumpkins in your farm or your backyard or your kitchen garden, you may have wondered why does it flower so much but doesn't give as much fruit. We used to have the same concern because we saw a lot of flowers on our pumpkin vine, but many of them would fall off within a day and we would feel we are not getting as many pumpkins as we have flowers. Then we discovered that pumpkin vine has male flowers and female flowers. The male flowers are the ones which come up first on the vine, maybe a week before the female flowers appear, and they look quite different from the female flowers. They are on a very thin kind of a stem, and they face upwards and bloom early in the morning to attract a lot of the pollinators. The female flower, on the other hand, is more hidden between the vines, often lying flat on the ground, has a much thicker stem because it eventually has to hold the pumpkin in place, and are fewer in number as opposed to the male flowers. So what we need to do is we need to have pollination to occur, and that is usually done by pollinators like bees. But in the eventuality that you do not have pollinators on your land, you may have to hand pollinate your pumpkin flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you quickly how to hand pollinate the pumpkins if you ever need to, and if you feel like your female flowers are not producing any fruit. So here I have a male flower in my hand. This has probably opened up early in the morning. I can see that the pollen around it is already gone, but you will have to catch these pretty early in the morning and make sure that it has a sticky substance around this area, which you can then use to pollinate your female flowers. And you will just simply remove the petals, throw them away, and then take this and rub it against the female flower. So let me show you the female flower. Right, and you see the difference between the male and the female. You will simply take the pollen and rub it around the female flower like this for a little bit, while all the sticky material goes and sticks to the central part of the female flower. And after that, your female flower is likely to get pollinated and form fruit. Male flowers are very short-lived. They probably have a lifespan of just about 24 hours. So you can pluck them without any worries. And in fact, you might have heard of pumpkin flower fritters or pumpkin flower pakoras. And those are all made from male flowers and not from the female flower. We have a lot of pollinators at Aanandaa, so we do not feel the need to hand pollinate our pumpkins. But we do keep an eye out on the flowers, because the minute they get pollinated, the fruit starts developing pretty fast, and it can grow to a full-sized pumpkin in as short as a week. It is a good practice to inspect your vine periodically, because you may find a lot of hidden pumpkins in the dense, leafy foliage of your pumpkin vine. And if you see a small pumpkin developing on the ground, do put a small cushion made of hay or grass under it, so that it does not get in touch with soil. Otherwise, you will find that the places where the pumpkin has touched the ground tends to become a little bit creamish or yellowish in color. And if they are hanging off a vine, even then, make sure you move the leaves aside and actually look out for the pumpkin, because there are chances that you may not see it and you don't want it to overripe. So we've had a great harvest of pumpkins this season, and I think a few are now ready for the picking. So why don't you come with me and let's go and collect some pumpkins from our vines today. This summer we've planted a lot of pumpkin vines at Aanandaa. I checked them a few days ago, but why don't you come with me and we'll inspect them again and see how many pumpkins we can find today.